Hi everybody, my name is Jessica Holyfield and I'm a professional dance choreographer and dance educator based out of the southeast of the United States, and we're here with part 2 of the ZEROBASEONE fan cam journey. I am so sorry for the delay, but we are here. We're going to be taking a look at Tere, GUNWOOK, and Ricky in this part, and then there will be a part 3 and I will do much better about making that one in a timely manner for all of us to enjoy. We're going to look through their Boys Planet journey into just a select, I would say about 4 different fan cams of their active time in ZEROBASEONE. I did switch out from the previous part. I switched out In Bloom to New Kids on the Block because I had a lot of positive feedback to that track. So we're going to take a look, enjoy. I'm going to share my thoughts on movement quality journeys. Let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, the first person, Kim Tere.
이대로 지나칠 수 없어 맞물린 시선 속에 너를 읽었어 그 표정 그 눈빛 분명 본 적 있어 난 너야 안녕 나
Okay.
숨쉬듯이 원할게 내게 맡겨봐 눈부신 영혼 내 손을 잡아 둘이 더 좋잖아
How he's dancing looks to be on the careful side, but then the second half of his arm and extremity, Bina! Sometimes he moves flippantly, where there's not a lot of strength behind this section. Oh! Bina! I don't know, this song just grows on me more and more as I listen to it. Yeah, come on, feet, knees, we're up. He said, of course, stiffness is something that's kind of standard with a lot of our members. There it is. Very nice, very nice. Okay, his next one is Backdoor, which ended up winning, right? Yeah, this one. Hey! Not quite as clear on certain details, like the ding 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 ding. So little things like that, but he's able to hold his own fine. Not as much power through the extremities. But I'm assuming he was main vocalist for the amount of times that he's singing. Main vocalists a lot of times are going to be stiffer than the average performer for the reasons that should feel obvious, you're vocalizing more, there's more vocal expectation from you. Yeah, he held his own, did what he needed to do. Not a huge difference from the Here I Am section, but you don't expect that too much. Normally it'll be between here and their debut, right? So things I'm noticing in overhead here, or overview, would be stiffness and torso, but I really do think main vocalists should be extended a certain degree of grace for that, especially with the vocal demand of that position, which we do know Tere was in quite often, and I think he still is. I don't know if ZEROBASEONE has official roles, but I would assume that he carries a vocal responsibility to a certain degree. Also, this whole part of he doesn't have as many details in check as other people that we do see within the fan cam or who are in the performance with him. So I do think, though, he held his own nonetheless with that in mind. So the next one is Man in Love. Mr. Vocalist here put him on the freaking, not on the map, but man, he got some good edits from this episode.
남자가 사랑할 땐 꼭 항상 그대 머물면서 늘 해주고 싶은 게 참 많아. 사랑에 빠질 때 내 삶에 모든 걸 다 주고서 단 하나 그것만 바래. 사랑에 빠질 때
Good vibrato for this type of song, for sure.
남자가 사랑할 때 아침마다 널 생각을 할 때마다 내 마음 한 걸음 다가와 발걸음에 어느새 파고든 이 밤이 왜 이리 착해 밥을 먹을 때 밤에 잠잘 때 넌 너를 시작해 난 또 멀어버려서 널 본 순간 널 갖고 싶어 오지 말래 차가운 이런 기분을 느낀다면 내게 빠진 거야 누군가 내게 신을 주면 하나 달란 말이야 지금 남자가 사랑할 때 꼭 항상 그때 머물면서 늘 해주고 싶은 게 참 많아.
Love it. Love it!
남자가 사랑할 때 꼭 항상 그때 머물면서 늘 해주고 싶은 게 참 많아. 사랑에 내 삶에 모든 걸 다 주고
Oh. Wow. One reason why I do like the fan cam journeys is just quite simply because you get to be introduced to these songs again. Like, I remember this was good. It was just really nice to hear again from him. Okay, we're at Switch, which is the last one before we go into their original stuff. You got the little goyangi ears. I don't know if I had said this with this song. There's a song. Oh, My gut says it's either Fifth Harmony or Little Mix that has a song that's like this. Switch. Oh yeah, I remember saying it was Michelle Obama. Car's so heavy. It wasn't Lemonade. It was Money, I think. But yeah, that song. That's why it vibes well to me. He's got a little bit of torso going into that. That was nice. Stable. He has a little accent going in. Switch. Yeah. Go. Oh, that's right. Kenza was in this. Wait, just hasn't moved him. That was cute. Yay! I mean, yeah, he's doing well. I think he's gonna probably have. I'm not expecting with him to have like a huge shot of improvement on movement side because of his role. It's slower. Like it just takes longer to get through it, if that makes sense. All right, New Kids on the Block, which is fine. We have more torso engagement there, which is good. Yeah, da da da. They did a little twist, was cute. I forgot how cute the choreo is. Yeah. Little Charleston out of that. Little heel click. They're well rehearsed, which is great. Oh, hey, Ricky. We'll see you later. Ooh, yeah. So, not a huge difference. Wasn't really expecting it, and I think that's absolutely fine. It's mostly, I think, focusing on the performance side too, because I was noticing a dip on the performance from many members so far during Iconic. And it could just be the era. It really could just be that simple. Fun. I mean, he did great there. Definitely more legato in the torso, meaning where we were connecting a little bit more, which was nice. Love to see it. And we got Sweat, personally one of my favorite songs from them, which is why I threw it in here. I am curious, does he regress over time? Because sometimes that happens. I would say Jongho with ATEEZ is an example of that, just because of the vocal responsibility. Okay. That was nice. The rooftop was nice, but what he did before then actually reminded me of how he did the Pina section. So depending on literally the 8 count, like this looks great. He's completing things more. And then he goes over to the side, preps for verse 2. Because that's what happened during New Kids on the Block. Hey, when they... Whoa. Yeah, that's fine. That right there, this section, very much executing it. That was great there. Like Pina. Consistent. A little bit bending of the arms more there than the first time. Clearing it up. Cool. There's more details that he's catching here compared to when we saw him in Backdoor. Like the taps with the feet was nice there. So the improvement just looks a little different. It's not as full. Come on, high note on stage left. He lives there quite often. Nice. Yay! Next to the side. I like the little interactions he did. He was like, that was cute. Okay, looking good so far. I mean, meeting the hypothesis of what I was thinking. Kill the Romeo. Na-na-na. GUNWOOK, move. You're literally next in line. I promise. We'll spend time with you. I need Teddy. There you are. Yeah. Not as big as, I think that was Matthew in the frame with him, right? Nice. I'm seeing him being paired next to GUNWOOK pretty often. having to be fixing this too. Some of these choreos. These mics were not built for, right? Look, stage left, high note. We love it. Oh, look, another high note. Nice. I wouldn't say he has more vocal demands in this track in particular. He is stiffer than normal. Like some of the moves that we did see that he did in the other one, was it Sweat, that he was able to do really full there. He was more restrictive here. It could be overall concept and context of the choreography that you do that influences those types of choices. Okay. Some more gregarious, or let me say like the more positive tone types of tracks, I think resonate better on his body, is what I'm noticing, or maybe he relates to it more, I don't know, compared to the intense ones, because intense ones have, because we saw, you know, it was like Backdoor, and this one I would say is more on the intense side. They carry more of a, there's a different type of texture demand, or like switch and dynamic demand in posture compared to, you know, one like Sweat, because there are overlapping moves, could be, you know, overlap of demo teams. They have preferences on transitions, which I think is cool, mighty fine. But like the rooftop in particular that we saw, that we really liked seeing him do in that first course in Sweat with his body roll, it was completely absent in this one. Not that he's incapable, but if you look at how it's packaged or how he gets into it and out of it, that can influence how your body wants to do the move, because switching between postures and textures is, I would say, similar to switching between languages. If you're not confident in switching between English to Korean, a Korean to Spanish, Spanish to French, you know, if you're not good on the linguistic side in that sense, or if you've had to do that and it feels awkward, it's just that we're not proficient at needing to do that, right? But some people are very proficient at it, and so it sets them up for more success in those spaces. I would equate that similarly to movement, because movement can be language as well. So I think we only have one more, which is Iconic. I've been trying to pick the same performance that everybody's in for this one. Players Club. Goodness. Choreography, it's a mix of Kill the Romeo, and I would say In Bloom a little bit, with details and in phrasing. So I would say he's the most consistent in terms of his movement from Boy Planet days to here. And I would say his vocalization, his stability, or his ability to do movement to vocals has improved. I think depending on concept will determine what kind of, how his body resonates with it. My hypothesis still stands if it's more intense like this, where you're switching between tension based smoothness and, you know, being really micro detailed in hitting interruptions from a flow, then it's not going to resonate as well, or his torso is going to lack up a little bit more. But if it's something like Sweat, or I would say New Kids on the Block, he did pretty well. And then I would say in Bloom, there's a good chance he fared pretty well there. He tends to have a little bit more freedom of using the torso. Whether or not it's a conscious thing or not, that's just what I observed. But I liked it. I think he did a great job, and I'm not one where, because he's specifically a vocalist and he's really been pushed as a vocalist, there's a different responsibility there compared to somebody who's just known for being like a heavy hitting dancer, and they're like an ad-libber within the space. And that's a, you know, different conversation. He holds his own enough to where he doesn't stick out of looking like he's marking or he's overly tense, so there's that. So he's doing enough to where he can maintain cohesion with the group, because the group's also not fighting for synchronicity either. But Tere, well done. I'm excited to move on to GUNWOOK. Okay, Park GUNWOOK, the boy who not necessarily beat Mnet, but he beat the Mnet system of evil editing. It's very impressive to think about.
이대로 지나칠 수 없어 맞물린 시선 속에 너를 읽었어 그 표정 그 눈빛 분명 본 적 있어
I like the tension that he chose. He has really good dynamics here so far. Of course, stiff for torso. It feels conversational. 함께. Wow, bina, yo. Yeah, I really like his dynamics for this type of choreography. He's making it interesting. It's not just a plateau of execution, which means that we're not adding any spice to it. He's still maintaining the bones and the guardrails of what the move's supposed to be, which is what you need it to be. Very nice. And of course we do see somebody, you know, popping a little bit down there. So I think somebody had the hypothesis of they don't do the full body because they're filming so many people at the same time that it just makes it easier to just get it from the thigh up. Personally, for me, I wish that we got the full cam so we could really see what's going on in the lower body. Just makes it more interesting, but also the point of these is to really show off like the ending fairy-esque abilities or the, you know, performance quality of how you present yourself, which is totally fine. All right, this one I remember saying something about how full out he went here. So I will talk about it here. Well, here was the killing part. He left everybody in the dust on fullness. This was while he was what is it, like a villain in the show at the time?
Let's kill this love. Yeah, 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 yeah. Bum, 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 bum. Let's kill this love. Bum, 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 bum.
Yeah, brings back memories of reviewing this challenge. Because his performance is so good, but it actually caused to show everybody else's weaknesses in the group because he went so full. Isolation looks great. And I had asked, I think during this challenge, because I knew he made it to the final lineup, does he not chill out, but does he modify or calibrate himself so he doesn't do that in the ZEROBASEONE promotions? And I don't think he does. But he's a fantastic mover, though. Inside. Oh, man. He's using his arms really, really often. I mean, yes, in the choreography, but I'm saying, like, his arms, he could use his back more, but I don't know if that would help the situation. So, yeah, in conclusion for this one, I know this one was a bit of a hard watch for people, challenge-wise, because, you know, we had voice cracks. It was just more tension in the space. From this point to the end of the show, honestly, to, like, now, man, brother did a 180 on the camera. Like, the tears, like, Mnet really, it was so interesting how he de-villainized himself within an episode. I hadn't quite encountered that with many contestants as much as we encountered it with him. So we give him his flowers for the fact that he was able to go from, like, this super intense person based on the narration of Mnet's script of show to who we have today, which is super interesting. Okay, next one, Tomboy. Make sure my volume's up.
Yeah, tomboy, look at you.
You, nah.
My toe, my accident tattoo. I got to think I'm now. 네가 싫다 해도 좋아. Why are you cranky girl? 뭐 그리 챙겨놔. Do you wanna build a door? It's not your, I'm not a fool. Who asked that? 미친 것이란 말에 왔던 난 찾아 나 없이 까불
Cute. Nice. Also here, he looks more toned in his arms. It could be because he's sleeveless. That does help in making him look very masculine, but also approaching it with a fun, cheeky femininity makes it very marketable, or it actually makes it feel very successful for this type of track, right? It's part of the charm of it. It makes you go, oh, stop it. You know what I mean? I love it. We're going to see this one at least a couple more times, right? Because of Zhang Hao and Hanbin. Look at that. Now that's a fun little isolation. I'll be messing with my pinky on accident. Well, la 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 la. Nice. Parkour! Yeah, he did great for that. And also we had a more positive narrative in the show for him too. I think this one was very, very successful for him. And he had a really good look. And he knew how to perform well with this look too. So that was great. All right, this one, On Guard. Oh, I'm excited to see him do it in isolation. Let's go! I know he really liked this one. I like the, it's very charming. With the little... And it helps me see, is he going really, really full out even here? Because he's in center and he was featured there. It's a little bit better. But I'm gonna say the same note applies though. It just shows you how the full out he's going. Like, he's going so full. I love it. There's a lot of these in this dance. Oh, that's right. We weren't done yet for this one. Cool. Yeah. So he did go very full out here, just like Kill This Love. It wasn't as, what's the word? Clear as day, the difference, but you do still see symptoms of what I had referenced with Kill This Love. And he's not the first person I have mentioned this about. When you have somebody who can go really full like that, it depends on placement in the group, of course, role and responsibility, as well as if you're the feature in the moment or not. If you're not the feature and you're drawing attention for your movement, that can work against the group as a whole, compared to if you are the feature in front and center, making it happen, and you're put there in that responsibility to really project. That's different. I would say Haru with X Love. I think placement of where Haru is very smart, because we noticed that, and I've mentioned that a couple times there. Somebody that I've seen improve in that area would be Hunter with Psychers, because there's a lot of similarities in range and fullness that we can touch on there. But okay, end of our Boys Planet journey, on to New Kids on the Block. So this one's more of a gregarious one, which outside of Here I Am, you don't see him do you don't associate him to it as much. Da, 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 da. Nice. I really like this that he added to that. That was cool. Cool. I like how he's doing this dance. I like how GUNWOOK does happy, bass, like upbeat routines. His choices are really tasteful. And he meshes better. 1000%. But also we're in ZEROBASEONE era, so it could be where we're a team now. We're not competing anymore. We've made it. Call this fixing, man. I call these Britney mics, like Britney Spears mics. Britney wasn't pulling all this. Hey! Fun. Oh, that was just a recording. That wasn't even like the fans there. I know, that's fatiguing. Well done. He did great there. And I'm excited to see him here because this is very similar in expectation of movement. Because Tere did very well in this one. He looks like a sailor boy who's missing his sleeves. He Popeyed his sleeves off. Nice. Oh, come on, Traces. All right, I'm ready. I'm ready for you to join back in. Let's go. Songhao, I'll see you later. I need to see GUNWOOK. Yeah. It's straighter the second time than the first time. It's more bent. Interesting. Cute. Is that his way of saying I love you guys? Nice. Woo! Yep. We're swimming with the bubbles. Yep. Now let me see him here. He does not do it. He doesn't do it as legato as Tere. Interesting. That's interesting. He's still full. He's more restrictive in the torso, though. Why is that? That's better. That's good. That's good. He just pulled from Mongar. That was cute. Two of us. Nice. See, he brought it out there. Fully capable of doing it. You know what? I have a thought that I'm going to share at the very end. He's popping the freak off right now. He's so smart. Come on now. Yes. Oh, stop. Okay. Very smart. Here's something I noticed, and I think the only reason why I was able to notice it is because I worked with two groups yesterday of different ages for their competition routines because they're going to be competing in a month. And right now we're dealing with stamina issues where we're going, but we're not regulating when to take breathers and when to push it. And to be fair, these routines are fatiguing and you're gonna be tired no matter what, but placement of when you're tired really can help with how it projects as an entire composition. What I think he did is in the beginning, he went for it. In the middle, he regressed and he not really marked it, but he picked and chose what to go full out on. And then at the end, he went for it, full send. That is a very smart way of showcasing and pulling and projecting, because a lot of times if he was marking it near the end the way that he was in the middle, people would assume that he's tired, right? But if you mark it or you don't go as full in the middle compared to the bookends of the routine, people are going to assume it's an active choice, which is what I'm associating it to. So I think this was such a smart move on his part here. And also I'm surprised that I didn't notice that before, but part of me thinks that he was able to just go freaking for it. like nobody's business in Boys Planet. Here, I don't know what their logistics of their schedule is, so I think that could impact how fatigued you can get doing routines. We have no idea how many takes. That's very different than, like, in the competition show, you do it in front of an audience one time, bada bing, bada boom. Promotion week, it's different. And, you know, your schedule and your sleep schedule, all that kind of stuff is different. So I get that. This was really nice, and I loved that he went with what he went with. Kill the Romeo. More of an intense one. So here's the test. Does he go too full? My gut says he may not. Purple is the good hair color for him. Yeah! His reverbs are probably some of my favorite that I've seen. Just period. I love his reverbs. He's completing everything very well here. Not as full as the first go around. So now we're looking. Is this what he does? He chills it in the middle. Yes, he's featured here, so it's full. When you're featured, you go for it, of course. But when he's not in the middle, I think he's gonna go for it in the final course. I'm gonna say it right now. Yeah. He's still chill here. Up. Oh, he has vocal responsibility. That's why. Okay. That's why he didn't go for it in torso there. There it is. There it is. There it is. See? See? He went for it right at the end. It was tiring though. Yeah, that's a bit of a fatiguing one for sure. I think he looked a little. This is honestly the first time I've noticed him actually look tired near the end. But then he really went for it, and you could tell the switch, right? So I like that we're able to catch that. I like how it kind of feels like we're along for the journey on what he's thinking about. He's like, oh, I gotta go for it. And it makes sense why in that moment where I was expecting him to go full out, he didn't really. And what I was looking at was his torso. Because he does a good job on extremities, which is the arms and the legs. It's always the torso that can really give you a lot of information. He wasn't using it as much as you would expect in that section when it's the final course, but it's because he was helping on the harmony or helping on the vocal side. So of course you don't want to like kill yourself, you know, dancing and then have to really project, especially if you know yourself enough that you're not going to be able to hold it by doing that. So I think he was very smart in his choices there. Last time, iconic. does have good performance that we do continue to see. Nice. Psychotic, electronic.
Let the rhythm flow through your body.
You got it. You come on now. I got it. We can be history. I know that you got it. What we do is iconic. It's true.
Very full.
We got is iconic. Look into your eyes. 지금 눈을 시비고 스쳐지면서 그가 튀어오는 이 순간 나 you and me in sync. Now I don't know the time travel. 시공간을 뛰어넘어 next level. 알잖아 앞만 보고 달린 down west. Show we can make it real, ain't no doubt.
This is a good style on him. Bum bum.
It's iconic, electronic. Ooh.
He actually does a good job being one of the ones that really goes for it on the balance. So it helps phantom visual to others like Tana, who didn't really pick his feet up the same way he did. So he didn't have to balance the same way. Yep. He hasn't dropped his face that much, which is good. Nice. Beginning, I think, had a little bit more subtle charisma in and out of his choices, and then here it's more of like a autopilot performance face, which I would say it's good to have, especially whenever you're tired, right? So I think he did a really good job. All in all, I think his improvement came from learning how to regulate with his movement to the vocal side and also with being on a team with the concepts that they're doing. You can tell how some of them he's had to like troubleshoot where to really go for it and where not to for his own personal sake, which I totally get, because this is very different than Boys Planet. All they were doing was prepping for the challenge. Here, you have 15 other things you're doing on your schedule. So this is like one performance of many that they do, as well as you're dealing with different adrenalines. You're not competing anymore, so that type of adrenaline's not as present. Yes, you're performing in front of your fans, but it's not the same as performing to debut, right? The pull is different, and that's fine. I think in general, I really like his performance quality a lot, especially on the types of tracks like Here I Am, or I think he did really well on Sweat. You could see when he really went for it there. And then New Kids on the Block. Those two, Here I Am and New Kids, were really nice because it looked like he was enjoying himself. And also the choices he made within, if you just look at the content, like the movement that he's being asked to do, I thought he provided a lot of really cool textures and really cool moments that made it look like he had such fluency of the dance because he was able to make his own font with it, but he still kept the structure of the point of what the dance was. So his is probably one of my favorite fan cams of Here I Am that I've seen, which is awesome. Moving on to Ricky. Bina, Bina, Ricky.
모른 척 이대로 지나칠 수 없어 맞물린 시선 속에 너를 읽었어 그 표정 그 눈빛 분명 본 적 있어 난 너야 안녕 나야 all day all night long
So it looks like he does the moves, but he does it, instead of punctuating with periods and exclamation points, he punctuates with commas. So it's a continuation. It's this versus this. Interesting. Yeah. Soon fine. It looks like he's marking transitions out of that one, which happens. Like, it's definitely, this is a really good benchmark. That one was.
Hey, you wanna come in? 짝지 이제 돌아가 저도 거니까지 이제 부분으로 party Come everybody Yeah 애고 어디 갔자 참 빨려든 것다 궁금해 내는 지금 누구나도 불켜보는 발견을 반세 언너를 흐는 건동방세 손잡이를 돌려 내가 원하던 걸 다 볼래 이 문 앞에서 들리는 것처럼 목소리가
He's stable. Good intensity. Ah, he dances similar to Hyunjin here. The way that Hyunjin projects his extremities is similar. Now, torso's a little different, but I'm gonna say extremities to start. Pops must not be comfortable to dance in. Yeah, how he danced that, because I said it reminded me of sometimes Hyunjin's how he chooses to present himself and his features. There's some, I would say it's on the family tree. They're not like the same, but there are familiarities, which helps on a track like this because Hyunjin's a part of Stray Kids. So I see why this drew attention because of how he presented himself. It's very similar to the back door of my guy there that was on no one's radar and then got on people's radars. I think because of his projection reminded us of Changbin. So, I mean, it works well if you're able to nail it like that. People like it when you remind them of the people that you're covering. Like, that's always a good sign. Oh, that's right. That guy there is in Close Your Eyes, like CYE, right? Hey, look, the rich part. That makes sense. Because he's what, young, rich, and handsome? Is that what he said during his promotions? This team, they had a lot of tension during the prep time of this challenge. His pants are fun. Nice. Nice. This is a good style for him. Still a little bit awkward in the torso, but he's got the lower body down. Yeah, he's here. He's not using a groove for these moves, which can be tricky. He can pull Grease Lightning though. But good luck for him. No speeds in sight there, which is a part of the dance. But they probably reworked it a little bit from the original. Get up. We gotta give him, he's stable. Like, so far, I mean, GUNWOOK 2 was stable in his respective challenges. Tere was stable. That's something I've noticed with all the members so far, is that they were stable regardless if they were in a winning team or not, or if they were in a team that had many, gears that needed to be, tended to. They were stable in their positions, and that's something that does give you a sense of competitiveness if you have that on top of other qualities that make you marketable for a show like this. Sure, and I think it worked in Ricky's favor too, that he wasn't, crashing out on movement or on vocals aggressively. Okay, Over Me. Remember this one. He's using this accent quite often. Nice. Come on, Porter Bra. Ah, he's supposed to have it, and he... Oh wait, no, I don't think he needs it. No one else has it. Okay. Nice. Oh, we know it. Really high. Na-na. Hey. Over me, over me, over me. Finally. Over me, over me, over me. Wow. Forgot they were in this. Nice. He's using his torso more on this one. Finally. Got him back. He knows how to play camera. Nice. Nice. He's punctuating so much better here. Forgot to circle back to that. So sorry, from here I am to this. He punctuates really well, meaning he has finishes to his choices. Nice. Cool. Very good style on him. I would assume that Kill the Romeo that's going to be a really good fan cam of his because it's very similar in nature to the texture shift demands. Now, the question is, because we've concluded his Boys Planet side, is he going to be able to punctuate? And remember what I talked about, like, whenever you talk about movement as a language, just like, English, there's a certain sentence structure versus Korean, it's a different sentence structure, Spanish, any language, how you structure your sentence, punctuation is something that really helps. You want to avoid run-ons, meaning you don't want to just go, go, go with no breather, right? Allow a period to happen where you can just say what you need to say. Exclamation point helps spark emotion. Curiosity is question mark. Commas are I'm pausing, but the intention is not to complete it. It's to pause, to either go a different direction or to continue through as like an interruption of flow, right? And so I would say in his case, at least in this style, he can work with it, and it works well with him for how he projects himself in the stage presence. And his extremities work very well too, and he knows when to turn it on in his torso. Question is, when we go to New Kids on the Block, which is happening right now, can he punctuate here? Because that's similar to Here I Am in terms of style to a degree.
We're going straight to the top.
He's got the extremities. I really do think it's if he learned to rock with some of these choices, like the old school hip hop or the hip hop hybrid movement, you see a lot more opportunity for growth for Ricky here. When it comes to tension and teasy type concepts, I think he does very well. Which they're different in texture demands, which is why you see people thrive in one style and struggle in another. Yeah. I'm gonna lock that in for now. Yeah. This one's a really fun song. I really like it. Da 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 da. Hey, hey, new kids on the block. Come on, bass. Yeah. Whew. They did really good. At least the fan cams I'm seeing of them doing New Kids on the Block with no audience. Great, fantastic energy for it. Okay. Sweat. Are we going to be seeing similar situations with this one like with New Kids? Let's see. He's punctuating better though. I meant to say that in the last one. It's more clear, it's readable, he finishes his thoughts. It's just a torso thing at this point. Well, he looks like he's got the same amount of vocal responsibility to a degree like Tere does, based on the parts he had in New Kids. I'm also curious if his hair bled onto that outfit, because that looks like a fresh red, where if you get sweaty, that's going to be going on anything. Marking it more in the lower body. It also, he's looking a lot to other people here. Like I'm noticing he's side-eyeing a lot more, like to make sure he's in the right spot peripherally. Stay with me. That look was fun. Okay, look to camera, but look where he's looking. Okay. I'm noticing less energy here from him compared to the previous tracks we've seen. It could be a multitude of so many different factors. going full now. Way more full here. Could be pulling a GUNWOOK here, right? Where we're going really, really full on this last course. Way more torso. Now that's interesting. I've never had that happen on a fan cam where it cross-dissolved and it looked like another take. Huh. Interesting. I mean, that's fine. Yeah, so he really didn't project until near the tail end. That could be a multitude of factors. Firstly, if it's really fatiguing, making sure that you can finish out strong, I understand that. Also, if you're not feeling good, which we probably encounter that more times than we realize, of idols not being in the type of condition they would need to ideally be in to do the song successfully that they're promoting, with the amount of schedule that they have. So that's why I'm trying to be very mindful whenever we look and we see something that's different. In the case here, he's really not going for it nearly as much as New Kids on the Block. I don't think it's because he doesn't like it. I think part of it could just be the condition mixed with environment. Also, we are all pretty aware that a lot of members of ZEROBASEONE do not get treated well by Wake One. Like, who they're being managed by is not really setting them up for much success, where a lot of them are very much looking forward to no longer being under Wake One at the conclusion of their contracts. So we'll probably hear more about it whenever they're out of it. But that could also contribute to pretty much any member at any given time. We have no idea what conversations, what situations, what environments, anything like that, but that happens behind closed doors with no cameras. And there's a chance we may never know, and that's okay. We don't need to know sometimes. But presenting and looking and going, okay, this could be an off day, or it could be this is just what he was able to give at this time for any reason. That's fine. They're human. They're growing. We do see more punctuation. Even though the energy output is different, it doesn't mean that he hasn't shown a successful energy to attract New Kids on the Block, an example, and it opened up new opportunities of growth. It makes me look forward to seeing him, regardless if it's through ZEROBASEONE or in other facets, seeing him continue to grow in these areas. And seeing if by being under a different agency helps with that. All right. So I do think there's a chance that we may be having a really nice... Yeah, I mean, look. He vibes with these styles. He likes this style a lot. Yeah, this is his bread and butter. Look at how different he's moving here. I knew it. I knew it. Stop it. Also, he's got black hair. Here it is. He kills it. Yeah. It's hard to replicate how he does it. Yep. This is the Ricky era. I think I had mentioned that when I reviewed it. I'm on my way. Yep. Great tension. Is torso starting to lock up just a little bit here? Could it be energy conservation? Maybe. But that beginning was filthy. It was really good. Yeah, and he was in the back too, killing it. He knows how to trace tease. That's what that is, a Tracy tease. He's conserving here. Yep. Let's build it up. Yep. Come on, energy. Woo! Come on, dynamics. This is a great run for Ricky. Yes. Just as I suspected. Nice. Yes, that was awesome. Great work on that one. And finally, our last fan cam of this part. Ricky doing iconic. Here we go. Ooh. Torso's on the locked up side more. I'm curious about the vocal expectation from him in this one. GUNWOOK, we've already watched you.
Let the rhythm flow through your body.
Nice. Nice. Come on, stability. Ding, 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 ding. That triple step's nice on that part of the music. I was able to see it very clearly from him there. Yep. Man, he's covered up a lot more in this one, but it could just be the camera angle. Yeah. He did well on this one. I do think the best one that we saw here from him, hands down, Kill the Romeo. It's so much charisma in that, so much torso utilization in that one, so much fullness in that one. Great range. I would say he definitely improved from Here I Am in that area of concept, specifically in punctuation of our movement. We knew how to make sure we have a clear line and we have a clear finish if it's supposed to finish. So I'm really happy with this, and I think he has the same amount of torso growth like most we encounter, and a big thing that I look at whenever we look at movers in general, and I'm talking about dancers too, is what happens in the torso in comparison to the concept, because the concept normally has a style or genre of movement that works well to that timbre and tonal color. or concept. If you're doing like a hip hop synthy hybrid sound, then having synthy hybrid movement that calibrates to that sound works well. But if you don't have a rock, a bounce, or a groove that's ingrained in your body as you encounter those types of concepts, it's not going to fare as successful for you as doing one that's more of a teasy tension one, where isolation and more of the popping side of or animation side of techniques could work better for you, which is a different groove that's needed there as well. So I really like doing these. It's fun. It is lengthy, so if you made it to the end, thank you for watching. There is one more part to look at, and it is with Matthew, Sung Hanbin, and with Zhang Hao. So it'll be cool to see them in these on the playing field, seeing their own isms, and it makes it really interesting to see how, even though everybody has different quirks, they still look cohesive as a team, which I think is really the point of it all. So I'm Jess, and I will catch you guys on the flip side. Bye.